Like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. Still fighting for more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nifty move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Lance. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get in from...
And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second and goal, Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Wilson going to throw for it. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Trying to lay one up deep. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket? I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson steps away. That's going to be caught. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Mostert. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Mostert dances by him, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the gun, it's Lance. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Here's Wilson. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this match. No, okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right. Completes it to Samuel. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play here. Lance hands to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going for it with the option right. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Lance now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On first down, Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 24, Lance escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Now the Niners once again electing to go for 2. One final try now for Lance. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board.